Good morning, Breezy Bunch. We have a foodie beauty rage, and boy, does she think she's letting me have it. And boy, did I laugh. Okay. Are you ready to read this nonsense? Karen of the day. Boy, I wonder who she got that from. She continues, LMAOOO, the harder you morons try to ruin my reputation, the harder I laugh. We don't have to try to ruin anything, it's already ruined. I don't know if you're aware of this. You're the laughing stock of the internet. You're a clown. You're like a sideshow. You're the train wreck that we all can't turn away from. We want to see just how bad it gets. So laugh away, but I have a feeling with the way you're eating, you're not going to be laughing that much longer. She continues, it's animal abuse to hold a cat? No. For one thing, let's talk about that. I made a short clip because Salah in Foodie Beauty's live stream clearly comes home drunk, inebriated, under the influence of something. He looks like he had a wild night out or a long night out, and he came back to you like that. He then picks up Julia, swings her around, is holding her up, down, swing around, swing around. The cat the whole time is trying to get away from him. I know you're too busy in La La Land thinking that this guy actually wants you, but pay attention to other things for once. Julia was telling you in every way possible, she can't talk, so you need to read her body language. She didn't want to be held. She didn't want to be handled so roughly. He was manhandling her. She doesn't want to be swung around. If you can't act appropriate and treat animals with respect, you don't need to have them. We saw what you did to BBJ. So we're going to call you out before you can hurt Julia too. So she continues, you know what we don't have? She says a criminal record. Foodie Beauty, while you're talking so much crap, you may not have a criminal record right now, but you don't know what's to come. You run your mouth and you do things and say things that are very illegal in your country. See, I have freedom of speech over here. You don't. You should probably be a lot more careful. You probably should. Just saying. I do have a criminal record. I was an alcoholic. I made poor choices. I reacted to a situation terribly. It was a reaction. I didn't go around beating people up. And I got a misdemeanor and spent a night in jail. Not a felony. So if I was truly out abusing people, don't you think I would have been charged, not booked, charged with a felony? See, you can't hurt me with this. I've healed. I did the right thing. I got sober. I went to rehab. I got therapy. I made amends. You should try changing your life sometime instead of just being the laughing stock on the internet. One thing people can say about me is I turned my life around. What are they going to be able to say about you? You gave everything away, including possibly your life, to chase a man? Since you've been in Kuwait happily married, you've gained 100 pounds. Close to 100 pounds, if not that. You've declined. All you do is eat and rage. Instead of visiting and going out and about in that beautiful country before it got so hot, you stayed on a dirty floor eating, being an embarrassment to Salah and his family, to your family. Just a general embarrassment on the internet. You're like the sideshow. Do you get that? Nobody's watching you because they respect you or like you. You're the spectacle we all laugh at. So she continues, and fake husband? You mean the totally real and meaningful engagement to garlic bread, which is embarrassing enough as it is. I know, it is. You had? Nice of you to think so highly of that moron. I don't. Enough to offer your child as a bonus to him. Your words, not anyone else's. Okay, so Foodie, let me explain something to you once and for all, because I know you never have to worry about, having kids or a blended family. You never have to worry about this problem because nobody will want you around their kids. Just to let you know. It's a beautiful term. Do you know this guy was promising me a whole life together? It's a beautiful term blended families use now. Instead of saying stepdad, stepmom, it's a bonus mom, a bonus dad. Because to be honest, most parents like that who stepped up deserve a much more meaningful term than just a step parent. So I know you don't ever have to worry about that, but just so you know, so I can clear up that misinformation for you. Again, this person had me believing we were going to have a whole life together. I talked to them much longer than you talked to your husband for a month. I regret the situation. I obviously was played, but it doesn't hurt me anymore. You bringing this up, I'm so far removed from the situation and I'm so healed from it, it doesn't bother me. It just doesn't. I know you want it to, but it just doesn't. So she continues, when will you idiots learn that you literally cannot ruin me? We don't have to ruin you. You've already ruined yourself. You've completely let yourself go to a point there's no coming back from. Your mouth, running your mouth the way you do, may just ruin you. Saying things you shouldn't from sock accounts, and you think I don't know about that, can ruin you. Just to let you know, you've done a really good job of ruining your life. You're taking your fake husband down with you. I'm sure his family's mortified. I'm sure your family's mortified. That's why they don't talk to you anymore. Nobody wants what you have, Foodie. You moved to Kuwait to sit on the floor and rage and eat. That's it. Rage, eat, gain weight, and be a general embarrassment that we all point and laugh at. You're not doing anything with your life that any of us want. Any of us want. Do you get that? Nobody wants to move to another country and sit on a dirty floor, eating themselves to death and paying someone to be able to act like they can stand you. Nobody wants that. I have real people in my life that love me. I will never have to pay a man to act like he likes me. You had to do that in Canada? Remember all those men you paid for, married ones too? You had to do that with a natter? And you're doing it all over again. See, my relationships in my life aren't transactional. People just generally like me and want to be around me. So let's continue this. When will you idiots learn that you literally cannot ruin me? You know why? Because you make up dumb crap like this. So I said, hey, hashtag foodie beauty animal abuser, tell your fake husband to stop manhandling poor Julia. I didn't lie. Go watch that clip. I'm not saying he is. I'm saying he looked drunk and high swinging the cat around. See, the one thing I have going for me is I've been there, done that. I had a rough road with addiction, drugs and alcohol. And I can spot things from a mile away. When you've been through it, you just know. So again, I'm not saying for a fact you guys are drunk, high, lit, whatever. I'm saying it sure looks that way. I'm saying I've stayed up all night before too. I've stayed out all night before too. And I know what it looks like. How does it feel, Foodie, to know your fake husband goes out with other people, experiences life, and then he just has to come home to you? Another woman's getting everything that you wish you were getting. Just saying. Hope the 1K views you got are worth looking like a dumbass for. I don't look like a dumbass. I spread the word about how you shouldn't own pets. Who looks like the dumbass? My face isn't currently all over the internet known as an animal abuser. People aren't trying to get me kicked out of my country because I'm generally wanted here and I follow the rules. I was arrested in my 20s. All this stuff you guys, she keeps bringing up my past, was in my 20s. I'm a 40-year-old woman now. I follow the law. I pay my taxes. I'm a good citizen. Foodie Beauty is a visitor in another country, making a mockery out of a religion, out of the country, out of everything. I'm good over here. Are you? And I don't care if I got 1,000 views only. At least 1,000 people know what you did to Julia. Actually, not what you did, what you allowed Salah to do to Julia. Once again, you allow a man to mistreat your animals. It's pathetic, really. And then she continues, oh, and who is raging now? I can feel you seething in this title. Ha ha ha, love it. I haven't raised my voice once. I'm not raging. I'm educating a moron named Foodie Beauty on the internet. I'm not mad because I'm healed. I'm not mad because I do the right thing today. I'm not mad because the opinion of a morbidly obese woman who has to chase a man around everywhere while saying she's a girl boss and independent. You wouldn't even take an elevator without him. You wouldn't walk downstairs. You're afraid to leave the apartment without him. How independent are you? You want to know what I'm going to do after I end this video? Make breakfast. Spend the morning with my child. Go on a bike ride. Are you able to do any of those things? No? So who's raging now, Foodie? Who's going to be raging now? I don't even know that reading comments is important. Let's see. Oh, did she already delete it? Oh, no. Okay, so here's the comments. Creepy Comfort and Crime said, yeah, she definitely doesn't like to be picked up. Did Salah get scratched? This was blown out of proportion. See, this is the problem. We know she's abused her cat before. Neglect is a form of abuse. She let Natter swat at her cat, kick at her cat, hurt her cat. The story keeps changing. Remember BBJ? She let Natter torture that cat. So when I see her husband, who appears to be drunk, high, or whatever, appears to be, listen to my words, swing the cat around, it's not okay. Knowing she would let a man do anything to her animals as long as they faked love her is scary. So she says, no, she doesn't scratch him, and most cats don't like to be held, but most cat owners still do it. That's not true, Foodie. Most animal lovers or people who own cats respect their animal and know when they want to be held or not. And if they don't want to be held, they'll sit next to them and pet them. There's no need to pick your cat up who doesn't want to be held and swing her around. There's no need. And then Run and Let Go asked, is posting this helpful? I liked it. Is it helpful, Foodie? And she says, very cathartic. You know what would be really cathartic, Foodie Beauty? Going to therapy and talking about your issues and your problems. And I know she keeps resharing this photo of me. I don't care. I'm confident with my looks. I don't need Foodie Beauty to approve if this picture is okay or not. It's a bad picture, but you know what, Foodie? I can go through any video of yours and take a bad thumbnail too. I do it all the time. It's not a big deal. This may be a bad picture again, but I don't have to pay a man to be seen with me. Do you know what I can do? Later tonight, if I wanted to go out on a date, there's a few people I could call. And guess what? My date would be paid for. I wouldn't have to pay anyone to socialize with me. You should try it sometimes. You should try dating somebody who actually wants to date you, or going on a date with oh, wait, you can't. What am I thinking? Never mind. All right, Foodie, I know you think you got me there. I truly wish, this is what I wish for you. I wish you would go inpatient. I wish you would get therapy. I wish you would stop. I wish you would realize you don't have to pay anybody to be in your life. But aside from all that, I wish you would stop being a general embarrassment for your family on the internet. I can't imagine how your mom feels knowing this is what her daughter has become. I can't imagine what that's like as a mom. My heart hurts for your family, actually. Imagine spending 18 years or however long. Actually, it's been longer with you because you still bother your family for money. Imagine raising your daughter for 40 years, and this is how she turns out. This is how she turns out. Your poor mom. All right, you guys, let's talk about this in the comments section. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. I hope you're living a much better life than Foodie Beauty. I know you are. I hope you have a beautiful day surrounded by your family, your loved ones, your friends, your coworkers, and have a blessed day. And I will see you guys so soon. Bye.